You are a strong person. Yes, you can do it all. You thought that they had you stuck, but you're back against the wall. You are a strong person. So baby, keep moving on. Don't let nobody stop your hustle. But both your plans are just stand tall. You will stand tall.
Hey, what's going on, collective? Thank you for joining me for another video here on LAVIProgram. On this channel, we are manifesting realities, one change at a time. For those of you who may be new, my name is Lavender. I'm your virtual life coach. And if you are a returning person, I really appreciate you for joining me again. When you get a chance, please like, comment, should you feel the need to. Share this with your friends, follow, subscribe, depending upon whatever platform you're watching me on. All right, so for today's reading, what we're going to do is see what are some things that are blocking your personal growth, okay? All right. Spirits, ancestors, universe, divine, ask for clear messages. What is it that's blocking the collective's personal growth? What's blocking the collective's personal growth? So first we have appreciate the beauty of the moon. It says to calm and center yourself or to simply experience awe, gaze at the moon tonight, absorb the purity of her energy and sublime presence. So let's see what else we got here before I get into all of this. Second, we got set clear boundaries. Empower yourself by setting limits, such as saying no to a request or socializing less. This kind of self-care creates more respect and healthy relationships. Let's get one more for the collective blockages. Find your purpose. When you feel like you don't fit into the world, remember that you're here to help create a better one. Your tender heart is a treasure. Okay. So for some of you, it seems like some of the things that you may be kind of dealing with is some stir up within yourself. I don't know if this is emotional for you, if this is spiritual, if this could be dealing with personal relationships, work. It could be anything. So take it as it resonates. But there's something that's stirring in you internally regarding your life. And it looks like you're trying to calm yourself and center yourself. Perhaps some of you are struggling to do so due to problems with boundaries, setting healthy boundaries with people. This is definitely a great thing as far as self-care to set healthy boundaries. And boundaries can, definitely look different. They can differ from person to person. They can differ from situation to situation, or it can differ from setting to setting. So, it just seems like there could be a struggle with you setting clear boundaries or maybe even reinforcing clear boundaries because I don't know why, but I feel the need to tell you that if someone violates those boundaries that they don't even know that you have or that, might be triggering to you because you haven't set them yet, but yet they're still triggering you, well, then it's like, all right, well, now we got to kind of make sure that we can't really get too upset about the violation until we enforce these boundaries. And then when they're violated again, yeah, then we can make sure, we proceed with how we need to proceed with that violated boundary. But it just looks like there are things that are stirring within, and it could be associated for some of you with dealing with setting clear boundaries. And then lastly here with this Find Your Purpose card, perhaps this is there are some things where you feel like you don't really fit in with something. Um, Maybe you feel awkward or weird or abnormal in some way. But just, instead I would say kind of look at it like just being your own authentic self. Things that are authentic, they're not really replicated. It's just what it is, and you are one of a kind. So when it comes to finding your purpose or feeling like you don't fit into the world, understand that you might not be meant to fit in the world. You're meant to be here as a presentation of something different so that it can incite new perspectives. It can incite new thoughts, new ways of being, because people are seeing you model that or demonstrate that. So you may be here for a higher purpose than what is already present. And so, of course, trying to fit into a Tetris block that is not your shape is not going to work. And if you force yourself there, you might wind up being miserable. So this could have been, the issue for some of you. All right. So now we're going to use the shadow work deck. We're going to see what other blockages might be here. Let's see what other blockages are impeding on the collective's personal growth. All right. What are the blockages impeding on the collective's personal growth? Okay, so the first card out, we got Feathered Omens. Self-deceit, illusion, secret. Even the sweetest bird harbors fierce intentions. Okay, so there could be some type of lie that you're telling yourself, and it might be a sweet lie. You know, something that kind of makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel safe. Um, but all in all, it's still a lie that you may be deceiving yourself about. Secondly, we got making peace, profound, genuine risk. In the midst of adversity lies the path to self-discovery. That kind of goes back with the Find Your Purpose card and kind of feeling out of place. Again, trying to make peace with you being different and understanding that that's okay for you to be different. There's nothing wrong with being considered weird. It's just you're unique. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being unique. You're not meant to fit in. Let's get some more for the collective. So maybe this is something that's blocking you from your personal growth. You know, making peace with just accepting who you are. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like self-acceptance. All right. Thirdly, we got unseen patterns, beliefs, reprogramming. Change your thoughts, change your life. Exactly. And the motto here on this channel is manifesting reality is one change at a time. So if you don't like your present current situation, then, you know, it's your responsibility to change it. And the best way to promote long lasting change is not only to start doing something different, but also understanding that we have to replicate these new behavior patterns so that we can create new things to form into our world or into our reality as we want them to be, as we so desire. Let's get one more for the collective. One more collective card. Let's see. All right, lastly, we got escapism, relaxation, facing reality. Detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. So I feel like some of you might be trying to escape some of these personal conflicts that are going on in your life or something that may seem difficult, but remind yourself that you can do hard things too. It's going to always feel hard when you're just starting out on doing something, but realize that practice doesn't make perfection. That's an illusion. Practice, what that does is it creates new patterns of behavior. Practice, it allows you to be able to strengthen new things that might not be as well constructed within yourself or external things within your life so that you can then get into a point of where you're used to these things and it now becomes a structured part of your routine. And now you have new patterns that are coming because you've changed something. All right, let's see what Sarah got to say about these shadow work cards. We're going to clarify these cards. Again, if you haven't already, please like the video. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to get to see y'all's thoughts on this video, if you don't mind. And share it with the people. Never know who else might need to hear this message. All right. Clarify feathered omens. Feathered omens. Okay, so we got the Page of Wands. Let's get one more. And we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, again, Feather Omens was talking about self-deceit, illusion, and secret. So what I see here is, remember I was saying that I feel like, you know, there may be things that some of you may be lying to yourself about or not really being honest and true with yourself about. And it looks like this is dealing with you moving forward on something. However, though, you may be feeling, you know, burnt out, stressed out when it comes to trying to move forward. So there's something here that might be a little too hard for you, or you again feel like this is hard, but again, you can do hard things when it comes to moving forward towards your new path, or wherever it is that you're trying to now delve into. Then I get it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be something that you're not used to doing. But at the same time, lying to ourselves and maybe trying to procrastinate and put it off to the side, like, it's all right, that ain't gonna benefit you none. Bottom of the deck. Exactly. We got the Three of Cups in reverse. This could impede on not only yourself but also your personal relationships. Now, if this is dealing with your personal relationships and you feel like that somebody or someone, especially with this Page of Wands here, because this might be a different scenario for some of you. There may be someone here who has been deceitful or creating some type of illusion or secrets that you feel like are present there. And it's burning you out. It's something that you feel like it's just old and stinking and you really want to get rid of it. And it could be dealing with some type of disloyalty, some type of rejection. Yeah, this might have been a partner because we also got the Ten of Cups in reverse. So this could have been, some type of situation where a relationship was cut off. Again, friendship, it could have been a romantic connection. But there's some type of self deceit here, and it could be in dealing with some type of illusion or secret. So perhaps there's something you're blinding yourself with. Because let's go back to the set clear boundaries. Again, if this is how you feel, and before get a little impulsive and start going ham, let's make sure we set in clear boundaries first, and let's really do some self-reflection as well as further analyzing before we jump to a conclusion. Now, if you know, then you know. But if you don't really know and you have an inkling about something, then let's just make sure that we're moving about it responsibly rather than reactively. Because if we lead with our emotions can steer us down a path that is going to take a split second to get into, but it might take forever to get out of. And that's if getting out of it is even an option. All right, so let's see. What's making peace? Clarify making peace. Now, this could be, again, you trying to make peace with yourself. There being an issue with self-acceptance. But let's see. This could also be, though, you trying to make peace with this person. Maybe this person is a blockage, having this person around. Okay, so we got the Six of Wands in reverse. So there's something where you're not either recognizing yourself or you're not, let's hold on. Let's get one more. Okay, yes. So this is where you're not recognizing yourself. Because then we have the Eight of Swords in reverse as well, where this is you liberating yourself from these negative thoughts. It's like when it comes to that, like finding your purpose card that we had, it's like with this one, you're making peace with, all right, I am who I am, and there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like actually allowing that to be absorbed and believed. Bottom of the deck, yeah, this is something that is holding you hostage. We got the devil here at the bottom of the deck. This is something that has you really tied down or was having you tied down. Something within yourself that you just didn't believe or something within yourself that you just didn't like. And it could have been things that made you feel like you didn't fit in because of these differences that you've noticed about yourself. And that is something that is blocking you all. All right, what's unseen patterns? Unseen patterns, clarify this. Unseen patterns. Okay, so we got the Seven of Swords. There we go again with that deceitfulness. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have, look, Five of Cups reverse. And here's the word acceptance, moving on, finding peace when it comes to that Five of Cups in reverse. But yeah, making peace. Oh my goodness, we just did that card. But these might be patterns that you are seeing about yourself, where you are deceiving yourself. We had self-deceit with that Feathered Omens card. It's like you're trying to conceal this, though. You don't want people to know, but it looked like, Spirit is pulling your card, literally pulling your card, pun intended. Um, But yes, it looks like these are patterns that you are doing, and now it looks like these are things that needs to be reprogrammed. Your belief systems, how you're looking at things, because it's like here. Let's see, what's this Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Because this could be you. This could also be someone else. What's the Queen of Pentacles? Okay, so this could be someone at work. We got the Eight of Pentacles here. Wow, a lot of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this could be two people at work. For some of you, not for all of you. This could be two people at work that are making you have some type of negative self-perception about yourself. Um, and this could be a pattern for you where you maybe there's been a frequent conflict at work, or when you go from one job to another, there's always some type of conflict at work with people. And it looks like those things could beat you down. Whatever those issues are that are happening at work is beating you down. And with this situation, for some of you, this might be a couple. It might be a husband and wife that somebody could be an owner of the company and their spouse. But it look like it could be something at work where someone or these people at work are, really causing you or playing a role. I can't say cause, but they're playing a role in you having a negative way in which you see yourself. And it's like Spirit is saying that stuff ain't true, And we saw here at first with this Eight of Swords in reverse that you're liberating yourself from that. Despite the lack of recognition with the Six of Wands in reverse, you're making sure that now you are taking time, or this is something that you need to do, is to take time to really love on yourself. Self compassion, not allowing these negative things to come in, or these negative people to come in and shift your perspective of self. It's like Spirit is saying, you're too beautiful for that. I ain't built you for that. All right, let's see what's escapism here. It says relaxation, facing reality. This might be what, you all need to do, because this is a shadow word card now. Because maybe you all are trying to escape something through false perspective. Let's see, what's escapism? Okay, we got the Five of Pentacles. Do one more. So you could be going through a lot right now. And you're trying to escape from this. We got the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, you could be isolating. You're trying to escape from whatever these difficulties are. It could be money. Again, it could be things that are going on at work. Bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Swords. But it looks like though, this is coming into completion. And I think it's coming to completion because of the work that you are doing or that you're going to be doing to get yourself out of this. Let's see. Yeah, this is probably for for a good amount of you. This is other people at work, because we got the Three of Cups again. So there's definitely some type of issue here at work for a good amount of you that are watching this video. And again, for some of you though, this is dealing with more personal, romantic connection or familial connection, because we have the Ten of Cups underneath that as well in reverse, Ten of Cups reverse. So this could definitely be something that you're trying to escape from, family issues, or, things that just keep recurring. I feel like this is something that's been a recurring pattern. I'm surprised I have not seen the Wheel of Fortune in reverse come out yet. But that's what this could be for the escapism. Again, you need to relax, because it has relaxation and it has facing reality here. So you need to relax from this, find ways to relax. Work on some effective coping skills, things that can positively redirect yourself, redirect your focus when you start feeling or experiencing some type of negative emotions or negative thoughts within. And then it says facing reality. Again, being honest with yourself, identifying what is it that even want, what is it that even makes me want to escape from whatever it is that's going on, and what is it that I can do within to make sure I change that for the betterment of me, because I can't control the other side of it, like the other people or what has already occurred, but I can control myself and what it is that I do moving forward. Okay. All right, collective. Well, that's what it looked like. Your current blockages are. I really do hope that you address these things. If you felt like this reading resonated for you, um, Thank y'all again for watching the video with me. Please like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, and I look forward to the next video with you guys. All right. Bye-bye.